It's time for a word from Calhoune County. Hey, welcome to Calhoune County. That ain't exactly the proper name of our county, but we call it Calhoune County because of the family Calhoune. They run the pretty near everything around here, whether we like it or not. Don't tell me you want to hear another Charlie story. There's plenty more of them. I'll tell you one. Good old Charlie. He's a good old fella, I got to tell you. He's got 5 or 6 acres. Maybe it's more, I don't know. But he didn't want to spend too much money on fencing, so instead of fencing the pastures and then fencing around the house, so you know, keep the horses. He had a couple of horses. Keep the horses out the yard. He just kind of run a fence all the way around the whole property. And he had a gate to come in and out on the driveway there. There wasn't nothing to keep the horses out of the, right around, they come right up to the house all the time. And poor old Charlie, he had, he wanted to leave the window rolled down on his truck in the summertime so it wouldn't get hot, but he couldn't do that because the horse would reach in there and just love chewing on that steering wheel. He would chew on that steering wheel till all the stuff that was on it, you know, was gnawed off all along the top edge of it. And Charlie got to figuring he would just leave the window cranked up till he only had about that much room there. Well, that didn't work either because the horse got down on there and grabbed it with his mouth and pulled back on it and just broke the window right on out the thing and went on chewing on that steering wheel. Charlie would complain about it, and I said, oh, I'd stop him in the middle of it. I said, now Charlie, you got to remember, these are pleasure horses. Before they ain't work horses, they're pleasure horses. Better get some pleasure out of them. He didn't like that. He didn't like being reminded that they were pleasure horses. But them things would get him into trouble. One story I like the best about the horse, Charlie used to do a little hunting. He had some good bird dogs. He raised quail and stuff. He also liked to do some duck hunting and some goose hunting and everything. And one time this has been years ago, he shot this tremendous goose. I mean, it was a huge rascal. It was such a nice big old goose. He said, you know, I'm going to have that thing stuffed. So he had that dude stuffed. He had it displayed on his mantelpiece. That dude was all splayed out like that, with wings sprayed out. I'd never seen him mount like that before. His neck stretched straight on out like he's getting ready to come in for a landing or something, you know. Anyhow, old Charlie, one day he was carrying some wood in, went out to get the wood, and walked in with it, and he hadn't fed the horses yet, and the horses was hungry. So he walked in with the load of wood, armload of wood. He didn't realize the horse had been following him real close behind. He didn't get the door shut, and the horse walked right in the house behind him. Before Charlie could even put down the wood, the horse walked straight over to the mantelpiece, bit the head off of that goose, and turned around and walked out just like that was what he would come to do. Yes, sir. Walked straight over there, bit it off, and walked straight on out the house before Charlie could say or do anything. Poor old Charlie. He's got the only headless mounted goose on display on his mantelpiece. I swear, he's something else. I'll tell you another one next time.